What's going on, guys? Cameron here, Jacob right next to me, and welcome to Slashers and Superheroes. Stop wearing my work hat. Fool, put that down. Welcome to another out-of-theater movie review. We figured, the last one was such a big hit, Night Swim was, so we decided to try it again. This time, though, we just got out of an early screening. Right, I know. We actually did an early screening for once of The Beekeeper. Now, this is the next Jason Statham action blockbuster film that he releases every year.
Directed by David Ayer.
David Ayer, who did the original Suicide Squad. Thanks, Warner Bros. For fucking that up. And then Fury, which is
Furry, the latest.
which is the that war movie with Brad Pitt, Shia LaBeouf, all those.
I haven't seen that one, but
I've heard.
Unfortunately, we have seen the Suicide Squad.
Yes, unfortunately. Yeah. So coming into this, I had no expectations at all. I just thought it was going to be another, action blockbuster. Just like get your kicks in and then leave. Audience please or whatever. Now I'm going to start first this time. I don't know if it's because we watched Night Swim, or if it's because we also watched Echo, which we'll have a review of that as well. I don't know if it's because we watched that, but I found this a lot of fun. Oh, you're the opposite, aren't you?
No.
Okay.
I'm letting you go ahead.
I found it very fun. It was very enjoyable. The action was actually pretty kick-ass. Jason Statham, I feel like this is probably like the most hardcore action he's had in forever. He was punching and kicking people. He was destroying people left and right. The action scenes were really good. And there's one scene in particular towards the end, which is probably the best action scene that the movie has.
Yeah.
The acting itself, it's fine. But the movie is actually a lot funnier than I thought it'd be, because not just because of like typical jokes and stuff like that, but just like certain things you didn't expect, and you just kind of like see it and you're like, oh wow, that's kind of funny. The way they cut the scenes, and the way that it's written actually pretty well. I didn't see any like cringe like plot hole type thing. I didn't see anything like that. Josh Hutcherson is in this film as well. I thought he was great. And of course all the FBI agents were fine as well. If I have anything to nitpick about this movie, is the fact that like towards the beginning, like the beginning portion was a lot of fun, and then the middle portion was just like, it was really weird. It was shot, kind of funky. Like you would have some people on a phone call, and then you would have some Inception Christopher Nolan type shot, and then you would have another person on a phone call, primarily Jeremy Irons. You would be on a phone, and then another Inception type shot, and then Jeremy Irons on a phone, and then Josh Hutcherson, and then it was really weird. The middle portion of this film kind of had a hard time gaining ground. But then the end is when it picked up again, and it got really good. And Jason Statham, he's primarily an action star, yes, but I thought he was great in this for what he was given. The stone cold, stoic, the way he delivered his lines.
He played Jason Statham, but he did it well.
Yeah. He played himself well.
Yeah.
I mean, if
what you expect from Jason Statham.
Yeah. And so like they tried a little bit of the emotional stuff with him, and I didn't really care for it. But then when you got past all that and he started kicking ass, then that's probably when he was the best at. But overall, I mean, again, I don't know if it's because we, started the year off with some really bad stuff, but I thought it was fun. I thought it was enjoyable. And, the early screening that we were at, a lot of people were enjoying it, and a lot of reactions. So it's going to be an audience pleaser. I know that for sure. But yeah, those are my thoughts. What are yours?
Yeah, so is this movie really ridiculous and really stupid?
Yes.
Yes. That's taking it lightly. Is it very cheesy and over the top, and logic's out the window in how Statham gets through all these freaking people? SWAT team, FBI, police, like you name it. Like
he goes through the entire system, the entire military branch. He just cuts through everybody.
Is logic out the window in this movie? Yes, and how he survives all this. But it's a lot of fun. Like, it's like so ridiculous and stupid, but it knows what it is. Mm-hmm. It's self-aware in how ridiculous and stupid it is. So I had a blast with it. I do agree that I thought the strongest parts of the film were the opening act and the last act. The middle part started losing me. I don't know. It was just like kind of a lull. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't like they were like developing characters or anything, because it's a ridiculous action movie. Like that, just know that if you go see it, what you're getting into.
I mean, if you watch the trailers,
I don't know. It felt like there was action stuff in the middle of the movie, but I felt the action was better shot and was just more fun to watch in the beginning of the movie and in the end of the movie. Mm-hmm. Like you said, Josh Hutcherson plays an absolutely ridiculous character. But he was funny. Like he knew what, just like Jason Statham and everybody else in the movie, Jeremy Irons and Hutcherson, they knew what movie they were in. They knew how ridiculous this movie was.
They had fun. It looked like they were having a lot of fun.
And I don't know, it wasn't. It's not a 5-star movie.
No,
it's not like, I wouldn't even, because I know, like John Wick is a popular action franchise. This is not on the level of that, I don't think. Mm-hmm. But it was fun. Like, it's fun. It kind of reminded me, more cheesy, but it kind of reminded me of like the Extraction movies. How they're like this dumb, ridiculous, like this fun action, over the top.
I feel like the story,
crazy stunts.
I feel like the story in Extraction is better.
Okay. But it kind of reminded me of that a little bit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of good, well cut action scenes. And the one in particular I'm talking about at the end, like every single hit, every single move, the audience was reacting to it.
And we won't get into it. It's like a one-on, because a lot of times he's fighting multiple people, mm-hmm. and that's fun to watch too. But this was like a one-on-one fight, mm-hmm. With Statham and someone else, and
very well choreographed.
That was one of my favorite parts of the movie. Mm-hmm. Was that part? It was like a drawn-out action scene between, Jason Statham and the other guy. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Very stupid, and I don't know. We'll see if I remember it in like a week or so. But as far as like straight out of the theater review, yeah, this was fun to watch, and especially for an early screening, how it was a packed theater and everybody was into it. It made it more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, we came off Night Swim, not a very good film. Mm-hmm. Echo, you'll hear our thoughts in the review later. And then watching this, if for some reason it felt like a breath of fresh air. I don't know how to.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll go lower on our list because mm-hmm. of the stuff that we've been subjected to early on the year. But
yeah, if there was one thing, because I know by the title, Jason Statham's a beekeeper, and I thought it was fun and it was over the top, but I felt like they could have leaned into more of him being a beekeeper type of thing. Mm-hmm. I mean, like they say there's moments where there's bee jokes, but I thought if they really leaned to it and just like made it really cheesy, I don't know. At least for me, I feel like I would have been laughing my butt off.
To be movie. Or not to be.
Yeah, that's a line, by the way. Spoilers. But,
yeah, I would rather to be.
If we had more of that, then I would have really had a blast.
Yeah.
But overall, I don't know. They went there enough with the cheesiness mm-hmm. and being self-aware, but they could have went further.
Yeah.
Which, at least for me, I think I would have had even more fun. But yeah, this was a blast. This is a insane movie. Absolutely bonkers, but it was fun.
Yeah. So we can get into ratings. I'm gonna go first. Like I said, it's fun. The mm-hmm. action sequences are really cool. The middle sequence is just a big, drog to get through.
Yeah.
So I mean, this was.
And I was gonna, before you do your rating, mm-hmm. I was gonna ask you the way it ends. We won't say exactly where it ends. There's been like Extraction sequels. Mm-hmm. John Wick is a franchise. Would you want this to be a franchise?
No.
You don't think so? Is it one and done?
Maybe one more.
Okay.
But I don't like maybe of him just taking down all these corrupt people, maybe. Mm-hmm. But I maybe one at least. It depends on how well it does at the box office. I don't know. I feel like the audiences will like it. Critics not so much. But I do think maybe at least one more movie. They'll probably give it a shot. So yeah, rating. I'm gonna go 7 out of 10. I think it's fun. It's solid. It's a audience pleaser. And if you want to go, just get out of the house, and if you're bored and you want to go watch Jason Statham kick some ass, you need to kick some ass in this film. Go watch Beekeeper. Yeah, 7 out of 10. What are you giving it?
Yeah, so if you're like nitpicking the story and the character development and, all the... This is not an Oscar winner. You're just nitpicking a bunch of stuff. It's not very good, but if you're scoring it on Turn Your Brain Off, ridiculous action movie, then I would give it I'll give it a 7 out of 10 as well.
Okay, double 7 out of 10.
Yep.
Again, fun film. Action's great. Story, I mean, it's not the greatest, but it's there to develop, the action and what you're going to get, which is fine with me. Jason Statham's great. Josh Hutcherson is great. He's crazy, but he's great. And then all the other like side characters. There's one FBI agent. He was pretty funny. But he was like not in like the Michael Pena like type of way. Like super outlandish, whatever.
Yeah.
But he was great. And just that's a good time. And if you want to go see it, go see it. So. Yeah, that's our review for The Beekeeper, starring Jason Statham. If you guys liked...
I'll say we will be reviewing Echo. We watched Echo, so that should be, after this one, that should be the next one out.
Yeah. So, watch out for that Echo review, if you can. But yeah, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Anything you want to add before we leave?
No, if you want a dumb action movie, go check it out.
All right. I'm Cameron, this is Jacob, and we'll see y'all on the next Slashers and Superheroes. Bye, y'all.